Hey everybody, it's me, the Hidden Object Guru, here for games, and then more games, and after that, fewer games. So hopefully I can remember the order in which I'm supposed to play these. Let's start off with a thing we've been dying for forever, Cookie Clicker.
Did you just say cookie clicker?
I did.
Bonjour, Marissa.
Oh, that's not working.
Comment
it is
ça
working.
va?
That was super weird. Hey, Marissa made it. And she's picking Roxanne. Excellent choice. Hidden Object Guru here with hot new game Cookie Clicker. That's not true. Cookie Clicker's not new. Cookie Clicker is in fact a very old mobile game, but it's finally out on PC. Oh my god. You feel like making cookies, but nobody wants to eat your cookies. So let's make some cookies. This game is a satirical anti-capitalist comedy. So let's get into this. Your first batch goes in the trash. The neighborhood raccoon barely touches it. Oh, that's brutal. What is this? So I can spend 15 cookies. I get it. That says auto-click once every 10 seconds. So every 10 seconds, I get one free click. So I'm not good at cookies. But what if I do this? Let's see. Ah! Okay, that one got away from me. I got an auto-clicker. Speed this along, and apparently you have to control it very carefully. Let's get those cookies! I don't understand that reference. Apparently Marissa is sad or thirsty.
Yeah,
So the joke was I don't remember what that word means, but it means sad. I was making a joke. It wasn't funny. The game, as part of its parody nature, has 500 achievements. Okay, that's way too small to read. Thanks for that, guys. See, on a phone, this was all easier to read and bigger font. But, like, it's a computer, so now we can make all the fonts super tiny. And I'm like, why though? Now I get one extra cookie per second because I've got all of those extra fingers tapping. Right? Neat, right? Gotcha, Phoenix. The stream can't handle Cookie Clicker? Check your phone. You're getting very bad about remembering to load the stream.
No, I have to plug it in. My battery's almost dead.
No, I don't think it's... I don't know if it's the stream. It might be literally that the game is playing at like 7 frames per second. I think it might just be the game
it's
isn't
buffering.
good. Oh, it's causing buffering? That's
weird.
insane. Cookie Clicker. Like, there's plenty of games. Alright, we'll stop Cookie Clicker. I'm sad about it, too. Alright, we'll stop. Let's close Cookie Clicker. Why do you hate me, Cookie Clicker? Is it just because I'm making fun of your anti-capitalist propaganda? Maybe. Do me a giant favor and grab me the... What do you call that thing?
I don't know.
Why don't you just go lie down? That might help. Because you seem very out of it.
Hammock.
You moved in the hammock. Well, so you are going to go lie down like I just told you to.
Yes.
All right. So, pass me the Xbox controller first, please. I don't think you are muted, Potato, so I don't know how I can help you with that. Yeah, I was all hammocked out last night. That is the best way to live, everybody. Ain't no better way to live than hammock living. Maybe move it to the side of the hammock so I'm not getting it in your way? Oh, I see what you're doing. Okay. Good work, lady.
There you go.
Alright, well, I got a bunch of games to play on the Xbox anyway, since my computer is now, or my internet connection, knows what's causing it, is now crumbling to the point where I can't play any games on the stream. Very weird. You okay, woman? She's a little tired, everybody. Quite understandably. I just played the end of Time Bandit today. It was delightful. Not allowed to show you it because the game doesn't come out till next year, so showing you the ending isn't exactly cool. But I also got to play the new World War Z add-on, and that was a blast and a half. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Well, I'll mute the heck out of him if you want. Just give me the high sign. That's like a waving emoji. And if you get the waving emoji, potato salad's on mute for the foreseeable. Okay. Granny and Big Bad Wolf. Interesting choice. Okay. Okay. Let's see how he's doing. Oh, Jeremy Gruffle. Will you ever not be the king? Burning and baking food. It's nice. I got you, Phoenix. It is weird. Although that is an assumption a lot of people in that kind of situation do. A good ferret. As you know, I got sidelined. TDIM. The dark... No. I don't know what TDIM means. Ferret. Until Dawn video's great. I've just recorded the audio. I'm working on the video now. I've unfortunately got to finish my preview of World War Z and Far Cry 6 tonight, but they'll both be up this week, Ferret. And by that I meant my Resident Evil 6 and the Until Dawn video. I don't actually know what TDIM means. Please clarify that for me. Hey, Jeremy! Aww. Well, if she gets here first, it's her guess, Horror King. The devil in me, thank you. I'm not smart. Yeah, remember, the devil in me is not like... We don't have any new information. I'm just putting all of the evidence about H.H. Holmes in one place. I told someone today in 10 since one of their subs gave that steamer 10 grand. Oh, I'm sorry, Coffee. It is sad that they weren't listening to you. Jeremy Gruffle hugs! Jeremy Gruffle hugs are the sweetest kind of hugs. And do you know how I know that? I'm literally hugging Jeremy Gruffle right now.
He means he's actually hugging the plushie.
What else could I have meant? Oh, right, the video game. No. I'm only talking about the real Jeremy Gruffle, who is one of my closest friends. There, I said it. Yeah. Oh, mailbox. Here we go. All right. Not every scout succeeded reaching the innermost circle. Most do not, but spirit scouting was never intended to be some rigid... Damn. Aww. The onside of clearly path and stumble into the brambles. Aww, that's so sweet. I couldn't help but smile as you no doubt absorb it now. There is no magic in the world, just people placing things. No, there's magic in the world. Aww. Hugging people is the first spell that they learn of magic.
Yay!
Aw. This is Cozy Grove, Vincent. It's a game where we show up every day at the start of the stream and hug Jeremy Gruffle, the depressed carpenter bear. Some call him the best bear. I call him the best bear.
He is the best bear.
Yeah. If you want Roxanne, you gotta get here faster, Horror King, and that's all there is to it.
I've been foiled!
Ah, gotcha, Phoenix. 4 hours, or 5. Oh, okay. Isn't that not a normal time to go to school? Hey, Jeremy. You know what I think is the most impressive thing about this Jeremy Gruffle plush? I mean, everything. It's a perfect plush, but there is thread used to make the markings on the ruler, measuring tape on his head. That's incredible. If I took out a my own measuring tape and found out that was exactly half an inch, I wouldn't be surprised. That's how detailed this is.
It's an excellent plushie.
I cannot guess. What's that? Here it is. Oh, cat pillow. Okay. I cannot hazard a guess why Marissa does things. It is her right to do things how she does them. Sadly, it's impossible to own a guess for the plushie can. Oh, cool, Vincent. Well, thanks for dropping by the
I
stream.
think she does it because it's fun.
She does do it because it's fun. Doing fantastic, David. Having a great day. 11th grade, nice. 11th grade. Trying to remember what I was doing in 11th grade. I moved schools. Got really into theater. I mean, I was already into theater, but I got really into theater. I'll take care of it, don't worry. Played too many video games, so grade 11. PlayStation, didn't have one of those yet. Good?
I need to be even.
Give me a second, everybody.
Parallel to the sofa.
Gotcha.
I'm at an angle, which is bad.
Don't move. There you go. Ready? Are you ready? All right. I've gotten her situated on her hammock, everybody. I think she's going to be fine.
Thank you.
Actually, potato salad, fun fact, and while you're timed out, you can enjoy this fun fact. When someone is a trustworthy person, they don't need evidence. People just trust them. All right. What happened?
Oh, the stream comments stopped for me.
That's weird. Reload the stream, it should be fine. All right, so
Might be
where
as
were
logged
we?
in as you.
You locked in as me? Oh, okay. Yeah, I should go back to your phone for that. All right, let's do this. We got 2 hot new games. Where is it from?
It died. It has
Oh, you plugged it in? Gotcha. I don't know what you're talking about, Phoenix, but I love it. So before we start the first game of the stream, let's get the plushie cam started. As y'all know, there's a... I know, I can't wait to see it, Marissa. Sooner I can see a picture, the happier I am. I cannot wait to get a hold of Chompy Boy. Anyway, as I was saying, there's a plushie animal in the top left of the screen hidden behind Raina, the rainbow caterpillar. What I would like you to do is guess which plushie it is. Here are the rules. Everybody gets one guess. If you guess the same thing as someone else, only the top one on my stream chat counts. If you guess a category, for example, if it's Cool Cat Garfield and you say cat, then you're going to say, I'm going to say, yeah, it is a cat. Would you like to specify which cat it is? It's never going to be the same plushie as it was yesterday. And of course, here's the big one. If you win, I'm going to send you a list of games that I have Steam codes for. You pick one of the games. I'll send you a Steam code for it. How many games do I own on Xbox? Excellent question. Let's find out together. See all. Full library. 335.
Sorry, Hurricane. I'm not really paying full attention.
I'm sorry to hear that, Brian. I used to be, I know this isn't helpful at all, but I will give you an example. I used to be scared of needles, and then in university, I started donating blood, and honestly, you get over it real fast if you just commit to donating blood every 8 weeks, 10 weeks as quickly as you're allowed. Okay. Damn, Marissa's going all in on Roxanne. Respect, Marissa. So this game is called Skulls. Or it has Skulls somewhere in the title. I did get what you meant there, Brian. But yeah, I hope you have a good day tomorrow. I hope it goes as well as possible. Blood and pain both suck, so I understand why they would intimidate you. Alright, 3, 2, 1. Hidden Object Guru here with hot new game Castle of Pixel Skulls, which suggests we're going to be dealing with some sort of pixelated Stalfos adventure game. Cool, Coffee. I hope that it is covered by your insurance or your family's insurance. Okay. There's 10 levels in the first zone, maybe 10 levels in each. Oh my god, look at him! Such a cutie. Whoa. So it's a platformer. Not necessarily a sadistic platformer. I legit didn't see those spikes. I thought they were background elements. The fact they were glinting probably should have tipped me off. This is cute. I've only got one jump though, everybody, so don't expect me to be impressive. This dude's shooting bullets at me. He knows he's in the past, right? We just got a trophy for jumping 25 times? Oh, that's hilarious. If you're wondering why you're hearing every notification twice, it's installed on my computer. Wow. And then I got a trophy for beating the level. Yeah, that was closer than it should have been. I was not being especially careful there. Okay. This looks dangerous. Whew. So can I hurt those Stalfos, or should I just try to run over them? Jump over them?
I feel like this is a jump over them kind of situation.
I didn't say you did have one. I said I hope you have insurance to pay for a therapist. Dadoy. How is that an implication that you already have a therapist? I'm saying therapy's expensive, and I hope you have insurance to cover it, because, you know, that's an important part under our disgusting capitalist system of being able to live a happy life. They're just throwing trophies at me. Are we going to have 100% achievement clearance, like, by the end of my 20 minutes of this game? Actually, that wouldn't surprise me at all. There's tons of games that do that, and I don't judge these developers. I want to make it 100% clear. Developers, you do you. But there are people, like the former me, who are unhealthily addicted to getting trophies in video games, right? And so what people will do is, they will assume that people aren't actually going to look at what games they played for their trophies, for their trophy and achievement count. They're just going to look at the overall number, and they'll see, oh, well, this person has completed 200 games. Of course, if all of those games took 10 minutes to beat to get all the trophies, well, it's not really much of an achievement. But who's going to do that kind of due diligence? I'm sure I have some games like that in my way too many games I've completed tab on Xbox Live. Seriously, I got like 400,000 gamer points or something. Which, spoiler alert, means nothing.
So it's like, whose line is it anyway?
Nice work, Phoenix. No, I haven't tried Whistleblower on Insane. I beat, what do you call it? What's that game called? Outlast? On either the first or second try, but it was only after, on Insane, it was only after spending, like, beating it twice and carefully going through every part of the game, and this is the really embarrassing part, recording it, and then consulting my recording as I was playing it on, Insane, which, yeah, that's a crazy thing to do. So I knew exactly what to do. Right there with you, Marissa. Therapy is almost always good. The problem is you can get a bad therapist, because therapists are humans and fallible like anyone else. Careful. No! Whew! You okay? Do you need something? It's out of battery power, too. Do you need me to get up and get you the plug for it?
Well, it was plugged in, so it makes me...
Yeah, it's unplugged in the back. After this game, I will go behind that... Check this word out, everybody. Credenza. Plug it in. We can always swap out a new cable if it looks like the cable's not good. And get you started doing your book reading. That's right, everybody. She's going to learn from some books. This looks like a bit much. Don't those seem like they're firing a bit fast?
It does.
Okay. Okay, here we go. Whew. Alright. Alright, so it's disappearing and Ah! Oh, I didn't realize I had gotten to a new checkpoint. Okay, so... Okay, that sucked. Especially because I almost didn't make the second jump. So, small steps. How many more trophies are there in this game? There it is. And don't get me wrong, my trophy guy is fine, but I miss when he had the helmet from Dead to Rights. Was that 2 years ago today, Marissa? God, yeah, Man of Medan was a summer game. It wasn't until Little Hope that they started doing, what do you call it? Halloween releases. This is weirdly difficult to do. Okay, here we go. Oh my god, I'm getting some sad looks here, everybody. She's trying to make me feel like a monster for not rushing over there. Die 5 times, die 10 times, die 20 times. Finish level 1 without dying. Finish level 10, finish level 50, and level 20. Wow. So yeah, it really is that easy to get through the thing. Although I'm amazed I missed a trophy by not getting killed on the first level. I feel like they hadn't really thought about the timing of this area at all. Anybody who's interested, the last season of Jack Irish is a real downer. I mean, it ends well, but oof. Yikes. It does reinforce the theme of the show, though, that you can't trust cops under any circumstances. The only cop who you should kind of trust is a cop who's working internal affairs, and even then, be careful. All right, here we go. Come on, we got this. Oh, I see what's happening. Oof. Oh, that's terrible, Marissa. I forgot that Until Dawn came out in the middle of the summer, but yeah, it was boiling hot when DM and I played Until Dawn. Ah, okay, where were we? Oh, right, continuing to be awesome at a game. I'm lying, of course. I'm dying a lot. Not enough to get the die this many times trophies, except for one of them, but, you know, enough. No! How did I screw that up? Yes, I know, woman. Oh, weird. There was a pattern there. It fired too quickly, and then a break, and then too quickly, and so on and so forth. Fun fact. I was always wondered why a TV actor was able to do such a good job with the movie Running Man. It turns out Andrew Davis actually developed Running Man. Developed the script, hired all the actors, did all the production design, shot the first week and a half. But then after, like, 8 days of filming, they were $10 million over budget. So they fired him and hired a TV director to finish it. But yeah, the reason that movie is so special is because it was largely made by Andrew Davis.
Who's Andrew Davis?
The Fugitive?
Oh.
Under Siege? He would go on to make Under Siege like 2 years later and turn into a super gesundheit hot action director. And then make The Fugitive, which is perfect. Just a perfect movie in every way. Yeah, the way these spikes are offset and moving at gesundheit different speeds makes me really uncomfortable. Like, that's like day one making a platformer kind of stuff. The traps should not be offset, and they should move at a consistent speed so you can time things. But otherwise, you're still going to have to, like, time things, but you're going to have to wait around until the timing syncs up, which you should never be asked to do by a game. It's not the worst gesundheit. That was amazing sneeze. You should be proud of yourself. It's not the worst platforming I've ever seen. In that Night game, there was this sequence where you were, like, doing platforming on wooden boards that tilted. Wait a second. Don't get up. Don't get up. Are you getting up to do that?
And that.
What's that?
And that light is on.
I'll take care of everything. Just relax. She can't put up with one more level, everybody, so I'm going to go take care of the situation.
It's glaring and
I know you do. But that's why I'm here. I'm here to do stuff. So relax. Alright, let's get rid of this light, which honestly shouldn't be on anyway. It's just wasting energy. There you go. Here we are. I have things, everybody. Things for my lady. You ready for the things tag? Things? You okay? Alright, so, now the hard part. Okay. She's lost her Kindle, everybody. Do you need my help finding the Kindle as well? Where is it?
I don't know.
I'll check for it. Hold on. Alright. Here's the cable. Yeah, it just fell down beside you. Don't worry about it. Nothing dangerous is happening. Yeah, it was the plug was just loose. Nothing to worry about. Okay, where was I? Yes, getting me things. Sorry about that. That was an accident. Okay. Alright, here's the plug. Here's the place where the plug gets plugged in. Here's me plugging in the plug. Hold on to this. Check the screen. Now plug it into the power bar. Charging?
Yes.
Good work, woman. Fun fact, in our part of Canada, we call them power bars and not power strips. Because a strip is something thin, and a bar is something shaped the same, but thicker. Hence, slips, strips, and bars of gold pressed latinum. That's the three sizes of bars of gold pressed latinum. Strips,
That's what I was
slips,
actually
strips,
thinking,
and bars.
But I didn't think you were going Star Trek, so I was confused.
Why would I ever not go Star Trek?
Good point.
So yeah, power bars should never be called power strips unless they're those power strips that sit in the floor. Like when you make an office building and you build your power bar right into the floor, then it really is, to the human eye, very thin. So you can call that a power strip. Where was I? Playing a game? Of course I was. That's why we're here. Or to watch the human drama of a woman overcoming her own headache to have a great night. I'm personally here for the human drama. The games are just... Sorry, that one got away from me. The games are just gravy. I will say this about this game. It got more difficult quickly. Now, some of that is questionable design, but some of that is devilish design. Like, this is just an insane thing I'm being asked to do right now. Oh, and by the way, there are no continue points in this level. What?
See, I don't like it when games get that hard that quickly.
It was weird, I'm not gonna lie.
Because, like, it makes me think it's a super accessible game when I start playing it, and then I'm, like, quitting immediately.
Honestly, it's a good platformer. It's just, you see how these ones, they're completely even. That's how it should be. And this nonsense I've never liked, the whole you have to move one step at a time thing. I hate this. And then I did it wrong. That's fine, Marissa. You can call it whatever you want. You can call it a pumpkin pie. I'm just talking about what it should be called, not what it is called. You see, these are offset again. So they're taking what should be a difficult thing to do and turning it into a conceivably impossible thing to do by offsetting them. Oh my god. Okay. No! It's a tough game. You're waiting for your thing to charge enough that you can start reading? It'll happen soon, I promise.
It hurts too much to look at.
Don't look at the screen, just look at me. That's why I'm here, for you to gaze upon. It's, I'm not going to pull a Caligula and demand you cover your eyes, because otherwise my divine radiance will burn out your retinas, okay? I would never do that to you. I keep my divine radiance to myself. That was a reference to I, Claudius, and the history books it was based on. Was Caligula really that bad? Maybe. We don't know. We have literally, like, one source about what Caligula was like, and it was written, like, I don't know, something like 20, 30 years after he died. So we really have no idea how bad Caligula was, but all of his awful stuff about excesses has just been taken as 100% true, because it's more entertaining than saying it wasn't. Okay, here we go. Oh my god! It is getting ridiculous, guys. Dear developer, your timing is questionable, and it may lead to me quitting your game before finishing level 10, which is what I set out to do here. Just putting that out there. Whew. Here we go.
plushie cam yet?
Not the reveal.
Did anyone
Would you mind
guess?
checking if everyone got their guesses in?
It's not loading properly.
Oh. Alright. Everybody remind me of your plushie cam guesses. I don't want to do a huge amount of scrolling and my lady doesn't feel like going to check her phone since it's still charging. So please restate your guesses. I know that one of you had Roxanne and I don't remember any of the others.
Marissa had Roxanne.
Yeah.
Roxanne.
Is Marissa one of them? Then yes, my statement was accurate. No! But yeah, Roxanne's the best. No one's saying Roxanne isn't the best. That being said, she's no Jeremy Gruffle. But Jeremy Gruffle was on quite recently, so the odds of it being Jeremy Gruffle are long because A, he was on recently, and B, I literally already told you I was hugging him, so god damn it! In all likelihood, no. We can't say for sure, obviously, but yeah. All of the extreme stuff about him being a crazed serial killer, a lot of that was probably true, because insane serial killing is how you stayed as Emperor of Rome. Although he wasn't Emperor of Rome long. And the guy who replaced him, Claudius, was actually pretty okay. Boom. Like, the fascinating thing is, he literally became king just by having the King's Guard on his side. Like, the King's Guard didn't like anybody but him, so they're like, okay, this is the Emperor now, and we're in Rome, and here's a bunch of guys with swords, and this guy's got a claim to the throne, so who else is going to say, oh, that should be the Emperor? And then Nero... and then Nero murdered Claudius' son, or Nero's mother, or Nero's cousin, who knows. And so Nero got to take over when Claudius died. Was Claudius poisoned? Good question. I have no way of knowing. Ah! I wouldn't go that far, Marissa. Alright, we got an Odie. We got a Bowser. Okay. We got a Roxanne. We got some good guesses. Don't remember Horror King's guess. Love to find out what that was. Dear developer, I am going to beat this level, and then I'm never going to play your game again, because you didn't think this through at all. We're still in the first world, and it has already become one of the most annoying sadistic platformers I've played in recent memory, and I just got finished playing Sock Venture. So, you know... just putting that out there. Come on. Alright, here we go. Ah! It's not like there's something I could be doing differently here. Let me try something. Yeah, I assume that wouldn't work. I'm like, is there a gap here and I just run straight through? No, there's not. It is specifically aligned to cause you problems, no matter how hard you try. Wow. I'd say this is getting embarrassing, but I'm perpetually embarrassed, and this is just the latest cause of it. How you doing, lady? Doing well? Okay. What? Come on. Okay. Okay. Come on. Wow. Snoopy for plushie cam. Everybody loves Snoopy. Do we have a Snoopy? Yes? I'd have to check the plushie cam list. Or am I just trying to mess with your head and I know for a fact today's plushie is a Snoopy? Only time and me will tell. Ugh! See, you gotta be able to jump if... And this is the problem I'm getting into in the game. The low jump will get you over the spikes, but you'll get hit by the next dart. Now, theoretically, you should be able to do a high jump and get over both the spikes and the next jump at the same time. Okay. What? Okay, here we go. Come on. I hear. No! It's very frustrating. And we are going to give up soon, people. Don't worry. While my lady naps. Naps the H-O. That stands for the heck out. Seriously, though. On what planet can this computer not run Cookie Clicker while streaming? It does really seem like it has less to do with the game's visual fidelity than some strange question within the game's coding. Because it is completely unpredictable. Like, I'll play... Careful. You know, I'll stream Tormented Souls, which is gorgeous. No problem at all. Then I'll stream a match 3 game. And it will be a disaster. Oh, speaking of, I have to show you all the worst match 3 game I've ever played. I'm so excited. Should I be excited to show you the worst thing? Maybe not. Maybe... Alright. You know what? I take it back, guys. I might not finish this level. This is too poorly designed. And again, I just beat Sock Venture. I'm okay at this kind of game. I'm by far not a great platformer player. I'm not going to be speedrunning. There we go. Oh, speedrunning. There. How would I screw it up at that moment? Anyway, I'm not going to be speedrunning Super Meat Boy anytime soon. I'm okay at these games. I just beat Sock Venture, which was a nightmare that honestly lasted an entire stream just trying to beat the last level of Sock Venture. It was crushing. But this thing, oh my god. Like, it's just not fairly designed. The challenge is not coming from pushing me to learn skills better. It's to, like, the challenge is to endure the god-awful timing. What up, coffee? I'm starting to hate you, Skeleton Castle Run, whatever the hell this thing is called. Everything else has gone from my mind, other than my hatred for this game. I'm getting vertigo from watching these knives falling like irregular raindrops. That's right, in my head there's such a thing as regular raindrops. And these guys are disappointing me by not falling like those. Come on! I appreciate that, Marissa. Hopefully you are tagging and clipping all of my failures. Oh, it's over. We did it. I just got to get to that continue point, and then I can never play this game again. Or as I call it, living the dream. Ha ha ha! What? 10 minutes on this one level, everybody. Every other level I've beaten in the game, I got through in 12 minutes. 10 just for that level. Anyway, so I've been the Hidden Object Guru. This has been a game about skeletons or something? Castle of the Pixel Skulls DX. And it is so poorly balanced that I'm never going to play it again. You had a fun opening game. I'm not going to pretend you didn't, but this got real frustrating real fast. And it's because you didn't, like... Okay. A properly designed sadistic platformer will be incredibly challenging, but if you find the right flow and speed, everything will always function in a predictable fashion. So if you find the right flow and speed, you will be able to beat every level consistently the same way. This game, there is so much offsetting of the various traps. Okay, that time I just didn't jump, and I have no idea why I pressed the jump button and it didn't work. Careful. Alright, here we go. Nope. No, 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 no. Okay. Careful. Oh, thank God that's over. Gotcha, Marissa. I cannot wait to find out about these memes. Alright, so, yeah, let's just go back to the first level and get that trophy for, oh, whoops. So red is select. Okay, see, now I know. Get the trophy for beating the first level without dying. Because why not, right? I do like that spooky music. I won't... No! Oh, that's so embarrassing. Oh, Castle of Pixel Skulls. You're trash, but I still like you. I find it hard to stay mad at the Castle of Pixel Skulls, and I don't have any idea why. Although I find it genuinely funny that I died the exact same way by forgetting those were spikes. Real embarrassing, HOGuru. Do 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 do. Okay. And done. Take that trophy now, please. Woo! You do, Marissa? I wish I knew about that. It would be better if I spent more time finding out what's on the Discord. Anyway, for now, I've been the Hidden Object Guru. Thanks for coming on this journey with me. If you had a good time and you'd like to see more, there's buttons for that coming up. Questions, suggestions, related whatnots, go in the comment section below the video. Hopefully I remember to, you know, delete the whole middle section of this where I was doing chores around the house. I guess we'll find out, but until then, I'm going to say that's right. Au revoir. Everything, Horror King. As always, you missed everything. You should be ashamed. What?
What's going on in the Discord?
Memes. Alright, everybody, time to reveal the plushie cam in 3, 2, 1. Oh, wrong button. 3, 2, 1. Cool Cat Garfield! I mention him every night, but people rarely guess him. He's literally the cat that gets mentioned every single night on stream. Yet he's not a popular guy to mention. Okay, that's some delicious water. Truly the wettest treat. Okay, here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Hidden Object Guru here with hot new game Recompile, which I'm going to assume is set inside a computer. I think I'll play a new game. Yeah, we got some real Matrix jive happening here. Ooh, temperature protection off. Don't look at the screen, woman. Just under any circumstance. Oh, nice! I'm a cute little digital monster. Or Digimon, if you prefer. Probably. You were incredibly close, Brian. Inside the mainframe, but on a count of 6 feet of stubborn blaster, we can't plug you in. Oh, okay. Aww. Well, I'll do my best. Sadly, no. That's insane, Marissa. I assume it was a bot doing it. Oh, cool. It's not 2D. I assumed from the camera they decided on that this was a 2D game, and I was silly to think that. As in often the case, I have no idea what this game is. I request games based on 3 screenshots and a title, and then I just see what happens. I actually don't read the descriptions of the games. When you find useful new code, use it to upgrade your own equipment. And we'll work on that. Do you need me to turn on the light so you can read more easily?
No, that would be bad.
That would be bad. Whoa! That was awesome. What can I do with this upgrade? Can I jump? Please tell me I can jump. Yes! Oh, look at this cute little jump! Ah, in order to code gaps in code. Gotcha. Nice. I love the idea of gaps in code. That was embarrassing. They really made me fall for a while, didn't they? I have always pronounced it Janus, not Janus. But that's me. The whole station looks like it's been abandoned for decades, maybe long as pre-collapse tech. Oh! I would love to find out what happened here. And I will save files from my internal log. Okay, my jump doesn't go as far forward as I thought it did. And wow, they make me fall for a while, huh? It's just when I think of, boom, soldiers, I think of Janissaries, who were not called Janissaries, so, you know. I assume Janus the god is the same thing, even though they're different words from different cultures with different roots. Okay, that's insane, Marissa. Okay, with you, best and brightest minds. Okay. Aww. We're finding out more about the world and doing some platforming. What is that place? Can I get there? Doesn't look like there's a good path to there yet. Plot twist away. Unabridged. I love plot twists. Unless they are who turned out to be Gossip Girl. I was not okay with that plot twist. I mean, I really had nothing invested in it, but it seemed like a bad plot twist. Especially when someone explained to me who Gossip Girl should have been, and I'm like, yep, that makes 100%. Like everyone else, I stopped watching the show years before it ended, and then just came back for the last episode. Or no, last few episodes. I'm pretty sure Chuck murdered his dad? And that wouldn't have been in the last episode, would it? That's something I can check easily. Okay. Oh. I would love to upgrade my code to delete partitions and firewalls. Where would I find that code upgrade? Oh, that's the firewall! Oh, I didn't realize he was the firewall. I didn't expect it to look like a laser spider. But that's me being naive. Why shouldn't he look like a laser spider? I'm doing a lot of falling off of cliffs. That's weird for me. And he's still shooting at me. What is this dude's problem? Do you need help getting back in your hammock? She doesn't. Okay. Okay. They always shoot it where you were, so as long as you keep moving, you should be fine. Code and access new connection ports. Will do. Alright, so I've activated that connection port. Now I have to hit another thing to get the power there. Oh, there it is. Do. Weirdly hard to control this jump. No! Oh, that's terrible unabridged. You just need this to be over. Whereas all I'm doing tonight is writing previews for Far Cry 6. Hey, it's the companion cube! I just noticed that they're shaped like companion cubes. Yes, I know. I will go find the deleted, He chases me! Oh, he's such a cutie! Hey, cute button. You're the best. My lady is skedaddling. She may or may not join us on the commentary stream, but she has decided it is nap time, and I respect her for that. I would never take away her ability to nap. Who am I, a beast? You got a good-looking world, this game, I'll say that much. Very funny, Marissa. Although it did turn out that one of the ghosts wasn't a dream, so I have to take back some of the bad things I said about Little Hope. It's not a satisfying ending, but it is like a thematically resonant ending. It's still frustrating because, you know, most of the 5 hours you spent with the game was a huge waste. But, like, the actual proper ending at least has, like, dramatic resonance and says something about needing to accept responsibility and then forgive yourself. Really, the whole thing is very much a metaphor for alcoholism. Is that true? I have no way of knowing. It's just a fun thing to say. Whoa! That was a mistake. Making a lot of those. I guess I thought I could get over there, but I just couldn't jump high enough. Maybe I'll unlock a double jump at some point? Why is it so hard to jump onto these pipes? I love confessions. Hit me. I mean, generally I only like confessions when they're set inside taxi cabs. That's a reference for people who had HBO in the 90s. So, none of you. I didn't even have HBO in the 90s. I was just aware of it.
We live in Canada.
Yeah, that's what I just said. We didn't have HBO. But the point is, yes, I made it! Was there a reason to do this? And all of these guys are going to kill me at once. It's a nice twist. System backup point! Yes, I did it! Oh, I can push the blocks around. Should I, though? Is that going to just tick off their friends? Oh, after we know destroyed, we know what went wrong, and the new version of me can do a better job next time. So I really am just playing as a program. Nice. That's fair, Marissa. I can understand it being that disappointed. Yes, I actually have. I stopped watching Riverdale in the first season because, you know, it's profoundly not for us. You didn't continue watching it, but you did watch Katie Keene, right?
Oh no, I got.
You kept watching Riverdale?
I think I got to season 3 or something like that.
That is amazing to me. Although, you know what, now that I think about it, you did tell me about things, so, yeah.
Katie Keene is like such a good show, and I don't understand how the same people made the show Katie Keene.
Okay.
Like, Sabrina the Teenage Witch, awful. Riverdale, not great.
Whoa!
Katie Keene, one of the best shows I've ever seen. I'm so sad it got canceled. It was so genius, and the longer it ran, the more it became its own thing.
I gotta say, finding out that Riverdale was the result of one man's lifelong, you know, passion for putting his sexual fantasies about Archie in fiction is kind of amazing.
Yeah.
Like, he's literally been making fiction about his Archie sexual fantasies since he was in his 20s, and now that he's in his 40s, he's in charge of Archie.
Yeah.
How?
So going back to the Katie Keene TV show, there are 2 musical episodes. 2!
In one season?
Yes!
That's kind of amazing. You gotta respect it.
And it's only a half season, and because it got canceled, I missed the last 2 episodes of the season.
So what you're saying is there could be as many as 2 more musical episodes.
Yes!
I gotta say, I do love the idea of a show not starting out as a musical and then doing more and more musical episodes and then finally giving up and just becoming a musical.
Okay, here's how deep a dive it does into the world of musicals.
Of course.
They do Kiss of the Spider-Woman.
That's insane.
That's insane!
I assume there are characters who work on Broadway and that's what
Yes.
justifies... Okay, yeah, that makes sense then. Damn. And we just got a flat statement, do not watch Riverdale. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. Alright, here we go.
No,
3,
Riverdale's atrocious.
2,
But
1.
seriously, if you want to watch a good
Nice.
show, watch Katie Keene. Especially if you read the comic books and are a fan of musicals. It's amazing.
And, like, I get why people say Arya should have been the ultimate villain of Pretty Little Liars. Like, I get their logic and it all makes internal sense. But the actual villain is so entertaining.
Yeah.
I'm perfectly happy with how that show ended.
Yeah.
100%. I mean, for the love of God, they did an episode, right, about an adoption. Like a secret adoption. And in that episode, someone flashes back to it, and it's in, like, black and white. And everybody, and, like, it's in a hospital from the 30s, and the guy who picks up the babies is, like, wearing a fedora and trench coat. And then you think about it for 5 seconds, and you're like, wait a minute, the scene in which this is happening is set in the year 1994, not 1932. This show is crazy. And that's why I love it so much. What were you going to say?
And what got me continuing to watch Katie Keene.
Right. Whoa!
The first few episodes are kind of just okay. I will say that.
Gah!
But is the fact that the costume designers are genius and literally gave her outfits that were basically just all the Katie Keene outfits from the
thank
paper
God.
dolls from when we were kids.
I understand. Anyway, you've never seen a good musical episode, so you've never seen the Buffy musical episode, which is the definitive best musical episode any show has ever done. Because A, they're all original songs, which is fantastic, but B, every single song reveals huge stuff about characters that's going to be important for the rest of the season. It is the single best musical episode any TV show has ever done. Yeah. And I'm not counting, obviously, shows that are full-time musicals. I haven't watched Gallivant. You don't have to keep telling me.
Yeah. You know, Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. Again, it's a musical show, so you can't count that.
No, you don't count musical shows.
I would second that with, and this one's going to surprise you because you haven't seen this episode, the Supernatural musical episode.
No, I haven't seen that. Is it solid?
It is really good.
I will keep that in mind.
The music's not necessarily good as Buffy's, but it's fascinating the way they went about doing the musical, and the musical references and makes fun of the show to a degree that is really enjoyable.
Gotcha. Yeah, I had to give up on Supernatural after season 5 when it just became a series of episodes about the brothers doing unforgivable stuff to each other and then forgiving each other, and the show just continuing like nothing happened. And, whoa! That was bad. And after a certain point, Dean's anti-monster racism really started to bother me. I would love to notify. Baxter's blast her way through the problem. There is almost always another way in. Of course, that's been bothering me since season 1 or 2, when they're like, well, lady, I guess you're a werewolf, you're gonna have to kill yourself. No. That's why God invented cages. You can have a perfectly comfortable life. You just have to get locked up in a cage from time to time. Oh, that was dangerous. But again, they're monster racists. It's really the main theme of the show. I guess the last season I watched was the one where James Stewart was the villain for the year, and he's one of my favorite performers, so I was really happy he was on the show, and I'm like, ah! After this, it's not going to get a lot better, so I just gave it up.
The season I was...
She's not a terrible singer, Brian. Sarah Michelle Gellar. She's not great. She's not Anya, who's clearly a great singer. And, or Tara, who is incredible. But, like, she's perfectly good to be the lead in a musical. I mean, she's more, like, you wouldn't cast her in a musical, but, like, a musical episode, she can hold her own. The only one who, of course, couldn't is Willow, which is why... And I love that she said to him in advance, I'm not going to sing, so don't write me any songs. And Joss Whedon was like, okay, I mean, obviously I want to write you songs. You're my favorite performer and favorite character. Obviously you should have songs. And she's like, yeah, I appreciate that. Don't give me any songs. No! Yeah, I heard about that, Brian. Castiel saying he's in love with Dean, and then Dean being like, later, and Castiel goes to hell forever? Yeah, not a cool way to end the show, creators. Not a cool way to end the show at all. Like, if you thought the way that... Because the difference is, the people who wanted Sherlock and John together were all making up the clues in their head. But, like, it was text within the show that obviously they were hinting over and over again about Dean and Castiel being a couple. Over and over and over again. I have seen compilations, and wow.
The problem is, like, people shipped them at first.
Yep.
But
and then the show really went with it.
The show leaned into that for many seasons.
Yeah,
after.
in a way that Sherlock never did.
No.
There was a giant ship community that Sherlock, honestly, maybe Sherlock shouldn't have made fun of the ship community as much as it did, but it never, like, fed the ship community. That was all the ship community doing it for themselves and seeing stuff that wasn't there. But in Supernatural, it was all there. They made it part of the canon. No! Oh, wait, I'm supposed to do this? It's really hard to tell how to progress. Of course, the game told me it was going to be hard, so I can't claim I thought that was safe. What's the video, Horror King? I can't believe... So... Wait. I just continued at the place I had fallen? Or where am I supposed to go? I have not seen the Scooby-Doo Supernatural episode. Like I said, I stopped watching after the season with James Stewart in it, and I'm just like, yeah, that's enough for me. I got to see James Stewart being a villain. Wasn't a very good season. Bobby died. And I'm like, oh, okay. I guess this is enough of this show for me. Does anyone see what I'm supposed to... Oh, wait. Oh, there's just a... It wasn't Deadly Floor. You can only just fall so far before dying. Okay, well, the game didn't explain that at all. Go and lie down, woman?
Yes.
Want to go plug in your phone and you can chat with us if you feel like it?
Yes.
Oh, she's doing it, everybody. So you can still communicate with her via the chat. I just won't be able to talk to her in person, which makes me sad. But then again, I live with her, so it's not really much of a chore to me to walk into the for me to walk into the other room and chat with her. That seemed like I was making a mistake, but it is the way they intended me to go. For me to go. I know, I'm as surprised as anyone. Yeah, my biggest problem with the game is, I guess the light aura around him is giving me problems figuring out exactly where he's standing, and I'm having like difficulties making that jump. Riverdale the musical. Thanks, Hurricane. Dr. Hugo Wilden. Gotcha. 78 looks like let me schedule update at last. Okay. Okay. Ooh. So anyway, does anyone have any pitches for what character type an immortal dragon necromancer should be? Like, what kind of guy is that? I've got a couple of things about his personality on lock, but like, fundamentally, I'm trying to figure out how is this dragon gonna talk? You know, like, how is he gonna chat with people? What is this gonna be? What kind of dialogue am I writing for this guy? What would you like immortal dragon necromancer? You thinking like one of those Shakespeare type characters who is always yawning forsooth and trying to seem dramatic? You know, like a bootleg Smaug? Is he a fast-talking charlatan? Like, what's this guy's deal? I know who he is and what he wants. I just don't know exactly what his personality type is like. Spoiler alert. He lives in a lava cave at the center of the earth. Thought I should make that clear. It does seem that way, Marissa. Okay. I assumed as much, Horror King. Come on, here we go. Also, I felt betrayed by them including Josie and the Pussycats on Riverdale, because in my heart there will only ever be one Josie and the Pussycats. And I think we all know who I'm talking about. A hypervisor AI, tell me more. Cool, Hurricane. Ooh. One of the weirder things about going to Netflix is that the woman who plays Maze on Lucifer is like, I'm a very good singer. I think my character should sing more on the show. And now they have found excuses for this monstrous demon torturer to sing a bunch on the show. And I want to make it clear, she's a really good singer. It's just weird to watch. What? I love fragmentations of code. Or do I? I don't know if this is a positive or negative thing. Oh, I'm the fragmentation of code. And he's the one finding me. Okay. I get it now. Oh, so I'm the virus now. Okay, fine. Oh, wait, no, I am literally a virus. Except I'm not replicating. Real viruses replicate. I'm more of a worm that digs into a place and finds things. That's not a bad pitch, Brian. I want to make a game about the Dragon Necromancer. It'll be like a Dr. Mario-style puzzle game, where the Dragon Necromancer is your boss. So I have to figure out what his whole vibe is. That is insane, Marissa. I jumped way too early. I didn't realize I was supposed to wait for that bridge to get here. It's just logic. I should have known. God, I'm looking at the background here. I'm like, God, this is incredibly Tron. Even the music is getting Tron. Like, it was always going to be Tron-esque, but wow. Woo! Crashing. Looks like your build is stable. Good to know. Oh no! Why waterlogged? Has there been an earthquake? And everything fell into the ocean? Whoa! That was not ideal. Let's go this way instead. I gotta say, this depiction of, like, just a trashed computer system, I'm not gonna say it's the most innovative thing I've ever seen, but it's a very interesting depiction of a trashed computer system. But yeah, my biggest problem in this game seems to be trying to gauge exactly how far I can jump. And I've been at this half an hour, and I still really don't get it. It's just his jump is so floaty, and he goes so high but doesn't get any distance at all. It's a very weird jump. Alright, I'm ready for anybody who wants to fight with me. Hey! It's Master Control Program. Whoa! God, Tron so defined how people think of computers that it's still echoing down today. Aww. We did it! We made it into the access node! Thank you for the trophy game. What? Aww. We're playing Rogue. This is what Rogue looked like, everybody. It's called a 3D platformer, Horror King. That's what type of game this is. Hey, I got healed. Finally. Alright, let's see what the next plot is. User not in core ID. Please translate. Oh no. Oh my god. Yep. Yeah, Pac-Man's in the first Tron movie. Way off to the side. When they're talking to Sark, when Sark's talking to the guys at the control panel of the ship, way off on the left-hand side or right-hand side, corner of the screen, Pac-Man is chomping away on some dots in a little maze. It's really cute, and unfortunately, you just can't see him. You can't see him at all in the VHS version, which is how I originally saw it, like TV and VHS versions. So I didn't know he was there for years. Just like the joke about Alan's cubicle makes no sense if you're not watching it because you can't see the... Oh, no. Because you can't see the cubicle farm. So they do this whole wide shot of Alan leaving his desk, and you're supposed to see that there are 500 identical tiny desks all together. And, like, it's supposed to provide a visual counterpoint to, you know, the cluttered nonsense of the computer world and show that it's like humans are forcing themselves to work in the same kind of insanely dense, dehumanizing environments. Like, that's supposed to be the joke, but you can't see the cubicle farm, so the shot has no reason to be in the movie anymore. It's kind of fascinating. How, like, the visual storytelling language is completely sabotaged by pan and scan versions of movies. Like, anybody who cares about creating an interesting frame will be foiled by pan and scan versions of their movies. And yet people give me crap for watching movies at a high speed. What? Okay, I'm not comfortable with how high we're getting. Fun fact, I'm so scared of heights that I'm even scared of heights in video games. That's not a... That's not a joke. That's a real problem I have. Not a big problem, but it is a problem. I freak out and hyperventilate if I spend too much time around, you know, this kind of nonsense. Luckily, this screen, it's only when the screen fills up most of my vision. So, as long as I'm removed from it like I am here in this game, doesn't bother me in the least. It's when I have the monitor right next to me, or God forbid, in VR, that I get all freaked out about how high up I am, even though I'm not really high up. So, don't touch that wall, it will kill you. Good note. Wish you had communicated to me via some method other than killing me. You'll need to get tackle mission control in order to get the station comms repaired. Bad news, I should have tried to wipe the entire sector. Well, that's bad news. No, but thanks for reminding me, Horror King. Okay. See, I can't make that jump. There's no planet under which I can make that jump. So is this the wrong direction? Because it all got deleted? I mean, maybe... No, I can't go up there either, because look at how high I would have to jump. Yeah, I knew that wasn't going to work. But I did it anyway. Okay, well, this is actually kind of cool. I'm dodging all sorts of stuff and falling the way down. Oh, cool! Data about the biosphere. Done and done. Yikes, Marissa. I don't know how you do it. I mean, I'm just not good with heights. Especially in VR. Nothing for me to shoot, huh? Did a podcast today about the show Wise Guy, and it led, as things often do, to a conversation about how J.K. Rowling seems pretty awful. It was more organic than I'm making it sound. The conversation. That's obviously the wrong way, but what's the right way? Hilarious, Horror King. Comedy, as the kids say, gold. I want to be, like, cute or funny or sarcastic, but this game just looks gorgeous. Like, they have taken the Tron concept and put in their own aesthetic, which is just stunning. Music's great. Everything about this world intrigues me. Way to go, developers. Totally, Marissa, I get that. Oh. So I have to find a bunch of RAM and turn it on. So these are supposed to be the coils inside a computer, or visual representation thereof. Nice. Nope. Nothing there. But yeah, dear developers, I don't know if you're ever going to see this, but like chef's kiss to your art design team. Wow. This thing just looks stunning. Isn't it weird that it's only horror games that get you to set your gamma to the right level? I guess people think that it's like, oh, it only really matters the light and dark interaction in horror games. Because, you know, it's all about spooking you out and finding a way to scare you. But I'm like, you'd be surprised how important, like, lighting design is for many genres. Not just, you know... It's not just about ensuring that stuff can jump out of the darkness at the player. Lighting is vital for creating mood. And this game is a perfect example of that. That was a mistake. Or was it? Wise Guy podcast. It's over on, it's an offshoot of the Profiling Criminal Minds podcast. So you can find it in the description below this video. And all my videos. Yeah, so it's called Style Section, the Wise Guy podcast. It's a podcast about Ken Wall's show. Ken Wall being famously the handsomest man on television. Circa 1987 to 1990. Just a man so handsome it doesn't even make sense that he's a real person. And he was the star of a TV show that, and I know I talk about this a lot, so sorry if I drone on, is the most important TV show in the modern history of television. It invented modern television. And every TV show that's considered critically acclaimed and popular now is swimming in water that was poured for it. Swimming in a pool built for it by Wise Guy. That was not a good analogy. Or I guess in that case, metaphor. No, but thank you for reminding me, Horror King. Well, I have honestly no idea what I'm supposed to be doing. Should I have read the notes more carefully? Yes, I will own that. But also, it wouldn't kill them to give me a little button to push to say, here is your target. Quickly program. You have to go that way to get there. Let's see what it looks like without the glitch effect. I'm not saying I'm going to keep it off, but see, there is a brightness button, but there's no suggested brightness. There's no, oh, what you want to do is get your brightness to this level so you can see X, Y, or Z to have the best experience. It only seems like, for the most part, and I say for the most part, there are others, but generally, like, every horror game does that, and very few non-horror games do that. Boom. It's weird, I am running both the internet's only Wise Guy podcast, which again is crazy given how influential it is, and the internet's only Criminal Minds podcast, which is less crazy because people don't want to admit they watch Criminal Minds. Criminal Minds is everybody's guilty pleasure. They'll watch it and they'll talk about it with friends, but nobody wants to, like, admit they're a fan of Criminal Minds. Because I think deep down everybody knows it's trash, but it's trash that they just love. Is 80% of that Matthew Gray Goobler and 20% of that Shamar Moore? Yes, 100%. Sorry, every other member of the cast. Especially Adam Rodriguez, who does great as a character. Well, he's not really a character. He is just, what if Derek Morgan wasn't a toxic person, but everything else is exactly the same. Yeah, fun fact. He, well, I was about to say fun fact, but it was not a fun fact. He was going to talk to Diane Keaton about a movie. This movie where she plays the wife of a warden who falls in love with a prisoner and then helps him escape. You know, the kind of thing that actually happens in real life from time to time. And Ken Wall was going to play the lead. And on the way to the meeting, he had a motorcycle accident and badly screwed up his back. And, you know, doing all the stunts on Wise Guy only made that worse. Then the second season of Wise Guy, he had a horrible workplace injury where, ow, a camera ran over his leg, severing his tendons. And he was never quite right after that. And he just, after Wise Guy, just said, I can't do this anymore. Entirely gave up acting. But yeah, truly one of the handsomest men ever to be on screen, and a fantastic actor to boot. What happened with Special Victims Unit? Boom. Well, that was awesome. Yes, I can recompile. That means I can fix things, right? Yeah, I want to recompile. What is the stuff I'm supposed to look at, supposed to recompile look like? And how do I do it? There's a user manual tab. Thank you. Alright, so I go down here and then I look for something to recompile. Nice. But yeah. And the thing that we're finding so fascinating about Wise Guys, we rewatch it, that I had never noticed before. Like, I had always just been so taken by what a great drama it is. I had never noticed how intensely political a show it is. And oh my god, is it like the most political show. Yeah, a lot of people, Law and Order SVU is. I think a lot of people have that as their guilty pleasure, Marissa. That's a pretty common guilty pleasure. God, I love that the map is the game Rogue. That's such a cool choice. Yeah, Ken Wall, retired. I believe married one of the Barbie twins. And if you don't know who are, that's okay. It just means you weren't alive in the 90s. Or of age in the 90s. And, you know, just does his own thing. Like, he and his family just do their own things. But yeah, he actually came back and did a bunch of commentaries for the DVDs. And, I mean, they're not the most detailed commentaries. He doesn't have an interviewer there. So he only talks, nice, when something occurs to him, but a lot of interesting information. Yep. That's true, Marissa, because all those people live in New York, and Law & Order is one of the only shows shot in New York. So it's just non-stop Broadway actors and video game voice actors. Yeah, this thing is solid. Like, obviously it's kind of baffling, and they've really taken the training wheels off vis-a-vis helping me figure out where to go, but, like, except for the jump that I'm having real trouble getting the hang of, the rest of the game's controls are stellar. It looks incredible. I'm very much pro recompile. For now, though, I've been the Hidden Object Guru. Thanks so much for joining me and coming on this journey with me. If you had a good time and you'd like to see more, there's buttons for that coming up. Cool. Questions, suggestions, related whatnots, go in the comments section below the video. I'm going to see you back here for more new and upcoming games, but until then, I'll say that's right. Au revoir. I should check to see if the commentaries are on the re-release, because now you pretty much can't buy the seasons. You can just buy the pack that has all of the episodes. So I'll check to see if the commentaries are on those too, because of course I have that. How could I not? It's Wise Guy. Boom. That's actually pretty awesome, Marissa. Thank you for telling me about that. Is he a New York theater actor? Or is he a video game actor? Just a video game actor, I mean. Alright, I'm now going to do a video about, and it sounds like I'm being hyperbolic, but maybe the worst Match 3 game I've ever played. So, this should be fun. Okay. Okay. Someone's sending me a message, and it's hi. Thanks. Close. How did I click on the Epic Games Store? How did that happen? I swear I didn't click on the Epic Games Store. It can just load sometimes. It's very weird. Oh, bonus punch day. Thanks. I don't really care about that. I've got a full card right now. Actually, I better spend that game, because... Hoo boy! Okay. Alright. Hidden Object Guru here with hot new game Macabre Ring 2, Mysterious Puppeter. I'm going to start a new account because, and I can't stress this enough, this is maybe the worst Match 3 game I've ever played. Oh. Damn, Marissa. Here we are. There you go, Brian. Mama's Family's amazing. So, you should be able to tell right away from the art style that this was originally a mobile game. There's something about the way they do art for mobile games. It tends to be like this really soft curves on everything. And I think it's so that it will be, you know, accessible to kids. They want everything to look like a cartoon, even in the most bleak games. And I'm like, it kind of says to me that they're like, whatever the content of these games is, they're aiming them at kids. So, here's the problem with the game. So right there, I have 10 moves left. Now, can I turn off the number of moves? You'll notice I can't turn off limiting the number of moves. Now, what you got to remember is, in any game we play... What the... Oh, I have to match it with another one. You can't just use it. Of course not. What am I thinking? In any game where to do the number of moves, if it's a casual game that I paid for, and I want to stress, I paid money for this. I paid $8 for this game. Technically, it was a comp, but it's worth $8, and they charge $8 for it, and I got a comp for buying a bunch of other games, so I did pay money for this game. It is a paid product. This is not free to play. Nanny's a ton of fun. There was an episode where they canonically revealed that canonically Lenny and Squiggy were a gay couple. So, thumbs up the Nanny. I had no idea they did that until this year, because I did not see every episode of The Nanny. But anyway, so, you should never have a limit to the amount of... Yeah, I don't care about the plot. To the number of moves you have to use in a game. And it is something that only shows up in free-to-play games, where what they'll do is they will make it... This guy is 100% fake Jimmy Olsen. What they will do is they will make it so there are always not quite enough moves to finish the level, even if played perfectly, to try and trick you into using money, real-life money, to buy more moves. So it's a scam that is being pulled on you. And none of that should be in a full-price game, because in a full-price game, you can't buy more moves. I mean, here you can, because you can use your coins to buy more moves, but then the coins will run out really quickly if there's... Okay, why can I not trap? Oh, I have to... Okay, fine. Select boosters. I don't have any boosters. I haven't even unlocked boosters yet in the game. So, we just got through level 1. Here's level 2. Remember, they are still teaching us mechanics. Okay, so, you're about to see why I called it just the worst. Okay. Boom. So we covered Resident Evil Infinite Darkness on the podcast, and DM was really confused because, spoiler alert, like... oh, I allowed it to be destroyed. That was dumb. There is a plot point in which Leon does something super shady, and I'm like, I loved that about it, because, like, Leon is a button man for the President of the United States, so of course he's down for shady stuff, but someone who has no idea about his character and doesn't play the games is like, why is the heroes of this movie suddenly acting like a villain? And I'm like, because he's Jack Bauer, okay? He's an awesome action hero, but at the end of the day, he's a guy who works for the President of the United States and does shady stuff for him. Right there with you, Marissa. Spending money is for cowards. Wait, what? That doesn't make sense. Alright. So now we're on level 3. That is not an L. Alright, we are currently on level 3. It's gonna go, like... I know it's taken a while for me to get there, but trust me, you'll understand why I was so ticked off at this game, and, you know, in a real want-my-money-back type of situation, surprisingly soon. But as you can see, they're teaching us about the various power-ups you can get. 4 in a row, 5 in a row in a straight line. You get a line clearer based, and the direction of the line clearer is based on what kind of a move you made to get it. And you do a corner or a T, you get an exploding. That's it. Nice, Marissa. I hope you enjoy it. I liked it a lot. I think it might be their best movie yet. Although I really liked Vendetta. I think I'm going to have to rewatch Vendetta to see which of them I preferred. Although I will say, the aftermath of Vendetta, when New York gets zombied, that's going to be tough for them to deal with if they ever do one set in the future. Set after that, because this one is set quite understandably. Oh no, 5 in a row is something else. What is it? Oh, cool. Right. Yeah, whereas this is set between Resident Evil 4 and Resident Evil 5. So this is now, they've introduced a new mechanic here, and you'll notice they didn't, like, tell me about it, they just did it. Now, in addition to, like, making my moves, every turn, all of these shift. Now, they introduced the new power, they sure as hell didn't introduce this mechanic. So, at this point in this game, I started realizing, oh, well, this is a little weird and kind of a strange mechanic that I'm not exactly comfortable with. Oh, good, Marissa. Well, like I said, it's really great, and I think you're going to enjoy the rest of it. There is a ton of badass action left to come, and that's all I'll say for now. Because otherwise I'd just be describing action sequences, and that's not as fun as watching them. Okay. So we're just in level 4, and we've right now introduced a new mechanic that, like, can really screw with your planning and makes the game epically more difficult, okay? Yep, and we're done. Level 4 of who the hell knows how many levels in this game. Yeah, give me the thing, blah, 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 blah. It is super. Thank you for saying so. You do need to watch the other animated movies. They're fantastic. Each one better than the last. Vendetta is especially nice because it has a follow-up with Rebecca. Like, we finally see Rebecca again and what she's been up to. Alright, so now we've got the blocks. They're teaching you both about super combos and blocks that you have to destroy things next to. Although, again, they teach you about the item, but they don't teach you how this part works. Like, how these things work. They just assume you're going to know. That's going to be an important thing in a minute. Because in their defense, and this is the only time I'm going to defend these people, these are common mechanics in the world of Match 3 games. So people have doubtless seen games that have these mechanics. And so long as this isn't your first one of these, you should be able to get through it no trouble. This level anyway, right? Now here's, I think it's 2 more levels before we get to what I want to talk to everybody about. Okay. Oh, damn. Oh, that was a very dumb thing to do. Because oh no, it did attack them. I thought it was going to attack them, but I realized it's, 3 in every direction instead of 1 in every direction. So that was a good move. You'll notice I'm down to 14 moves, and I still have 3 blocks left to go. So I have to both find the remaining blocks and get the remaining blocks, all in just 12 moves now. So that's a bit tight. Yeah, there's no... This game... Oh, no! Oh, no, wait. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I screwed up, but the game covered for me. Okay. And we're done. With only 5 moves left. Good night, David. So that was level 5. We're about to get into the problem I have with this game. I do like it at the end of the level where they'd, like, do all the matches and give you a bunch of extra bonuses and blah, blah. It's just fun to watch. It's like at the end of Game of Solitaire where all the decks come flipping down. Same exact, like, emotional response. Apparently I got -1 stars for that? Don't know how that worked. Whatever, okay, blah, blah. Now we have to do a hidden object scene. But you only have 2 minutes to do it. It's fine. It's a hidden object scene, I love those. I'm not going to complain. Amelia's diary should be, I don't know, this thing? Yeah. Rebecca's little doll should be that little girl. Photo album is there. Nope. Never give up. Never surrender. There's the jewel box. Not jewelry. Jewel. There's some old flowers. So I need a diary and a photo album. Wait, didn't I already get the diary? Nope, that was another book. Sorry. Got 4 of 6 items. There are hints, which is nice, and I may wind up using, even though I've already done this. I wasn't really paying attention the first time, I'm going to be completely honest. I was doing a podcast. Hey, it's a router. Nice. I'll just take the hint. Oh, that was embarrassing. Alright, detectives are talking. You see the rounded, friendly faces designed to appeal to children? It's very suspicious. So now we're in the second area, level 7. We are just 7 levels into this game, and they're saying we need 20 pieces. But now they've started having weirdly devilish levels, where every time all of the targets completely flip to the other side. And I'm like, well, this is accelerating faster than I thought it would. This is getting super difficult super quickly. We are just 7 levels into this game, and this is already the kind of jive we're being asked to put up with. Oh, nice. That actually worked out surprisingly well. Let me see if this works. That is kind of an amazing ultimate technique, I'm not gonna lie. Being able to combine power-ups is a great feature that I think more games should use, and so again, I will always give this game credit for the stuff it does right. Okay. Grubble Grobble. Okay. Nice. Okay. I see that comparison. I don't know if that's a conclusion I would have come to, but I get why you're saying that. Okay. Alright. Damn, though. That was very fun to do, even though it was a huge waste. Alright, we're done. 11 moves left. Okay. Is it bad that I'm, you know, like, just not seeing any way to get this thing going? If I could just set off that one, I'd be... Oh, I can set off that one to Doi. Ugh. I hope so, Marissa. I hope it has a good payoff. I hope you see just how bad this game gets. So you can see that all of the challenges are close, but they are within the realm of possibility. They can be accomplished by someone who's paying attention and doing his best, who understands how the game works and is focusing. All right. It's about to become problematic. You see all that there? That's candles. That's candles. Those are candles. This in the center, that's a mirror. Now you'll notice that they are not explaining how either of these mechanics work. And how they work is, you have to make matches next to the mirror to destroy the mirror, 1 patch per segment, and it has to be, see, where there's not mirror broken. So candles get destroyed, and those you have to destroy to uncover those. Okay? We're almost there, everybody. See? Destroyed another piece of the mirror. Of course, the point of this game is to not destroy the mirror. It's to get specific numbers of those. But I would like to point out that right now, I need to get 43 badges. So look at the target they have set me. 43 badges, 44 guns. I said bullets. I only have 22 moves. If you make 1 match per turn, making 22 moves is only enough to clear 66 hexes. So they are counting, and that's only if every single turn I manage to clear a badge or a gun. So right away, mathematically, unless I get very lucky, this level is impossible to beat without using bonuses, unless I get extremely lucky, which, as y'all can see, it doesn't look like I'm going to. Alright. And I destroyed the mirror, and the mirror goes away, and that's the one big help. The mirror does destroy everything currently on the screen when you destroy it. So it is a very useful thing. I will say that. But That's not the only thing going on here. Okay, so no bonuses I can set up, so all I can do is keep clawing away at guns and badges, hoping that I get an opportunity at the same time to double up like I did there. Ah, good. So I got police lights. That's going to let me destroy all of the guns on the screen, which will get me closer. Alright. I need badges. Okay. No. I can blow that. Ugh. If only I could get these two next to each other, they just absolutely level the place. But that ain't happening. So now I have 7 moves in which to clear 30... Like, this is going surprisingly well. But now I'm expected to, within 7 moves, clear 34 spaces. Now 31 in 6 moves. A mathematical, likely impossibility. It's not like I'm not going to try, but... That was very fun to watch. Didn't get me as close as I would like. Now you see how deliciously close I am to getting there, right? Oh, I've only got 14 left. Well, I'll pay for some more moves then. But it cost me 700 to do. And spoiler alert, you only get 50 for beating a level. So to continue for 5 moves, you have to beat, and I did the math, it's not hard math. You have to beat 14 levels to get enough cash to extend 1 level by just 5 moves. And did extending it by 5 moves help me at all? No, it didn't. There are still no matches ready to happen, and now I've burned through almost all of the moves immediately. Out of moves. Ah, but if you spend another 700, you'll also get a police light. You see, it's incredibly scammy behavior. It will allow me to beat the level, but it just cost me 1,400 fake bucks to beat this level. I mean, I hope. I'll probably be able to beat the level, but I can't be guaranteed. There we go. All right, I beat the level. But it cost me 1,400 fake bucks, 28 levels worth of playing to pay for it. And I'm only 8 levels into the game. It's about to get worse. So that level was punishing. This next level is why I quit the game and swore I would make a video about how this is the worst Match 3 game I've ever played. I have to get this SD card down off the bottom of the screen. Here's the problem. There are 3 mirrors in the way. 1, 2, 3. There are also skulls with candles on them in the way. Do you want to find out what skulls with candles in them do? I'll show you. Okay, well, it was supposed to do something. Let me do another move. Every turn, basically, or every 2 turns, they create a new wax thing. Oh, and by the way, every turn, they also make blocks that you can't use to match. You have to destroy them by making a match. Like, you can't match a pentagram against a pentagram. You have to make a match next. So the skulls create wax every turn that blocks you from making moves, and they create these things, if not every turn, almost every turn, that block you from making moves. So there are 3 mirrors in the way, and things that block you from making moves in 2 different ways. And here's the question I'm going to ask you. Okay, so I've just pointed out that I have to drop the SD card down to the bottom. The skulls can't be destroyed. And you might say, well, then how are you going to just get those down to the bottom? Oh, simple, I'll destroy the mirrors. But remember, you can only destroy a section of mirror if you make a match on that side of the mirror. I will show you. See, I made matches on that side of the mirror exploded. So tell me, since there's only 2 spaces down here, you can't make a match at the bottom, how are you ever supposed to clear off the bottoms of the mirrors? How? And the answer is it can't be done. All you can do is try and shoot down with these, or hope you get an explosive, that a chain reaction creates an explosive or gets one of the sideways one down to here. But even then, you'd still have to match it. Look at how many pentagrams this thing has already created! Oh, and I will say one thing. Every time you destroy a piece of wax, it does keep new wax from forming that turn. So there is that. This is only the 9th level. I played this level. I mean, it was while I was doing a podcast, so it's not like I was just sitting here staring at this level, going mad. But I played this level, for half an hour. And one time, I managed to destroy this central mirror, and at the end of destroying that central mirror, I had 3 moves left. There were still 2 other mirrors and 2 other SD cards to deal with. Because remember, it destroys everything on screen except for the skulls and the other mirrors whenever you destroy a mirror. So it did get one of the SD cards down to the bottom, but that didn't really help since I had 2 more to go in like 3 or 4 moves. Not just not being able to beat it, I honestly believe that this is impossible. Like, you can't do this level. It's so insanely designed that I literally, I thought it was a prank, and the game was going to rescue me from it with, a plot twist. That's how bad this level is. That's not what I was trying to set up, but okay. Alright, so let's see if we can actually succeed in destroying one of these mirrors. I probably can't, but it's worth trying. Is there some way to get... I'm trying to get, a 4 happening at the same time so I can supercharge this bad boy, but it looks like that ain't gonna work. Nice work! Notice it didn't destroy that. It destroyed that one, and that one, but not that one, for no reason. Although I will destroy it now. Okay, go. Oh, this can't eat the SD card, so that's effectively blocking the wax, in case you're wondering. Okay, great. Wait, do we have something? We really don't, do we? I just destroyed almost everything on the screen twice in the same turn and accomplished nothing. Down to 16 moves. That was bad. I mean, it didn't look bad, but it was bad. Oh, this guy's making moves all over the place, yo. I shouldn't be allowed to talk. See? Look at these amazing matches I'm making. And nothing. The result is nothing. Now, if you needed to just do matches all over it... She's talking about Under Pressure, Horror King. I think it might not be able to destroy fancy blocks either, but I haven't tested that, because why would I? Now, if you own, so the mirror has 8 different parts, right? Oh, no, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Yeah, no part in the middle, so 8 different parts, right? And if, any break near the mirror, next to the mirror, destroyed one of the 8 parts, and you just had to do up to 8 matches to destroy it, I would say, this is challenging, but it's fundamentally fair. But this isn't fundamentally fair. This is utterly unfair. Yeah, it can eat... Okay, we just found out it can eat special blocks. There you go. Lesson learned. So it might be about to eat my super block here. Yep. I just lost my super block. So we are now down to my last 2 moves. And it is safe to say that within the minutes playing this, I have accomplished nothing. Look at the amount of stuff they are piling onto me all at once. 3 different dangers. nowhere near enough moves. And by the way, I'm still not allowed to buy bonus items in the game. Not that I could afford them, because again, there's no way to make money in this game. See? Oh, what would I do with another 5 moves? Idiot. Sorry, I hate this game. See? I literally can't even buy boosters yet. Yeah, that'd be under pressure. Or, okay, I got 3 David Bowie songs in my playlist. 4. Under Pressure, Ashes to Ashes, Life on Mars, Ziggy Stardust. God, I love Ziggy Stardust. Such a good song. Such a good album. Okay. So as you can see, this level is functionally impossible to beat. And it is just 9 levels into the game. And it is designed to be difficult to convince you to spend money on it. But, and I can't stress this part enough, there's no way to spend money on it. This isn't a free-to-play game. I paid for this. And it is literally impossible. Like, I don't even know, I mean, I'll check in a second, but I don't even know if I can go back to earlier levels and replay them for extra money. So the only thing you could conceivably do, and I've done this once, I did destroy one mirror once, but I did it by just lucking into getting a ton of specials and always aiming them downwards, right? If you can't do that, you can't win this. And even if you can do that, you can't win this. I know I'm getting too angry at this, but this is some of the worst, like, even if this was a free-to-play game, which I'm sure it originally was, as I've shown you, the art style basically guarantees that this was made for children, you know, to trick children into wasting their parents' money. Oh, nice, Marissa. Good night, Horror King. Oh, that's funny. That was a bit of luck, except the only way to trigger this and attack these bottom things would be if I could somehow get 2 more badges down there, which, as you can see, is never going to happen. So yeah, like, even if this were a free-to-play game, which, like I say, I'm sure it was at some point, this would be an inexcusably badly designed level that exists only to steal money from people. But the crazy part is, they took this and they're like, well, it didn't really make enough money, or it's fallen out of fashion as a free-to-play game, so instead, let's just turn it into a game they can purchase. But then after making that decision, they didn't alter the game at all. All of the insane free-to-play nonsense is still in here, except now you can't use it. So a game that was designed to be impossible unless you paid real money for it has transformed into a game that is just impossible. It is a disaster in every conceivable way, and I have no sympathy for the developers of this game. That went unbelievably well. Like, that couldn't have gone better. And this is part of my point. Like, I can have the best possible start to a level, and then, yeah, the rest of the level's just done. Okay. Any other moves I can make? Okay. How? How am I supposed to do this? And the answer is I'm not. It's an impossible level. Or, again, just a functionally impossible level. If I had to be like 2 spaces, like 1 space away and I could destroy that, that would be one thing. But no, you have to hit all of them surprisingly closely. I'm not saying we should beat up the developers, Marissa. I'm saying it is not extreme to say that these are people who do not deserve the money that I paid them for this game. They shouldn't have that money. I should have that money. And yes, it was a coupon. But it was a coupon I got by spending money, okay? Meaning, by the way, that means Big Fish Games gave them money. When a developer sells their game to Big Fish Games and gets a cut of the proceeds, Big Fish Games isn't like, oh, well, someone used a coupon to buy that game. No, they still get their royalty. And if they don't, Jesus Christ, Big Fish Games is a terrible business. But the point is, people have paid money for this, and every time someone has paid money for this game, that person has been cheated. And I would like to point out that we had the best possible... That was embarrassing. We had the best possible start to this level. I went nuts. I created explosions all over the place. I destroyed 6 segments of this, 5 segments of this, and 7 segments of this, and we're still running out of moves without having gotten a single SD card back to the bottom, or having destroyed any of the mirrors. And in one move, it's going to say, do you want to pay for more moves? And my only response is, what the hell am I supposed to do with more moves? What are more moves going to accomplish in a level that is functionally impossible? Now, you remove the time limit. No, I say time limit. You take out the move limit, and this is a bad game, okay? It's still a bad game. But if you take out the turn limit, this is a bad game that if you grind enough, you can get through it. You add in the turn limit, and I'm honestly suspecting that this game might be all but impossible. Again, a lucky enough draw, and I 100% will admit this, a lucky enough draw will allow you to beat this game. That can happen. But what are the odds? I will say this about the one thing Jack Irish does really well in its final season is Jack Irish is, you know, a kind of shady lawyer. He's not the best lawyer. Kind of a shady dude who keeps getting caught up in conspiracies. And in a very clear-eyed move, he's got one of his best friends. He's got 2 best friends. One of them is a lawyer that he knew from his lawyer days, and the other one is like a cop that he helps out with cases. Because whenever he stumbles into one of these horrible crime cases, he tosses this guy the information, and so that guy gets a good collar, right? That's the whole idea. Whereas this time, and then so you go through all the movies and the seasons of that, and he's got this sleazy cop friend, and he's a sleazy lawyer, and they're all having a great time. And then you get to the last season, and they're like, yeah, it's not great that there are dirty cops. So we've kind of been giving this character a pass for 3 movies and 2 seasons now, because he's Jack's friend and he helps Jack out and tries to do the right thing. But down at his core, he's a dirty cop, and we have to reckon with that. And that is largely what the entire last season is about, dealing with the fact that this guy, that all of these seasons are about abuses of power in one way or another, but they're like, abusing your power as a cop is the worst thing you can do. And I'm like, yeah, okay, you make a good point, show. This is still happening. Like, I've gotten nowhere near destroying anything, and it's already clear that this level's over. This game is complete trash. Just utter garbage. There is no excuse for this game being as bad as it is. Like, no excuse whatsoever. So developers, if miraculously you listen to this someday, first off, hi! I'm the Hidden Object Guru. I review and play a ton of casual games. I'm not saying you need to try to impress me. You don't. You're your own people. And I'm not saying I have a huge degree of influence out there. So people are going to listen to me when I say your game is literally the worst match 3 game I've ever played. But in your hearts, I think you know it's true. I think you know you didn't do the work necessary to turn this from a bad free-to-play game into a passable premium game. And what you ended up creating was the worst premium match 3 game ever made. So I hope you're proud of yourselves. I guess what I'm saying is fix this with a patch or just never do this again. never make this kind of terrible mistake again. You frustrate and disgust me, not in that order. They're like, why are they constant? Hey, Wonder Girl, why are they constantly throwing in these pentagrams on top of everything else? Like, as if the mirrors and the spawning candles weren't bad enough, you've got these pentagrams to constantly deal with, so anytime something drops, there's a 50-50 chance the new thing that isn't going to let me make any new matches. Do you seriously not see the problem in that? Do you seriously not see that it makes your game almost, like, indescribably bad? My day job is to write. And your game is so bad that I'm having trouble coming up with the words to describe how bad it is. Don't you see that that's a problem? I'm getting too mad about this. Way too mad about this. Seriously though, Wonder Girl, it's great that you dropped by. Did I give you a copy of Dinobot and Tiara yet? And if not, do you have a PC that can play Steam games? If so, I would love to give you a copy of my game to thank you for all of your support of the channel over the years. Normally, we only give free copies of the game to Patreon subscribers and people who win quizzes, but you are grandfathered in as a long-time friend of the channel and stream. So I am more than happy to provide you with a copy gratis of my fantastic Infinite Runner, The Adventures of Dinobot and Tiara. So just give me a heads up if that's something you can play, and more importantly, if that's something you want to play. Under no circumstances am I going to try to, like, convince you to take a copy you're never going to touch. Not because I have limited copies. I've got, like, hundreds of copies to give away. But because I don't want you to feel obligated to try it if it doesn't interest you. This is trash. This is my last move. And it destroyed the bottom, but not the middle one. Because who cares? Anyway, I hate this game. I guess what I'm trying to get at, you still can't buy boosters! What is wrong with this game? So I can go back and play earlier levels, right? Yeah, I can go back to Rebecca's house and play an earlier level, can't I? Wait. Can I not even go back and play earlier levels? That can't be right, right? Like... What? Okay, Wonder Girl, could you tweet at me on Twitter? Just send me a direct message on Twitter reminding me to send you a game after the stream. I would really appreciate that. I had not until this moment. Oh, cool. It is. You doesn't need a good gaming PC. It's an Infinite Runner that could be played on a phone or a 20-year-old Windows 95 PC. It is as basic as games get, but it's mega cute, and I love it, so I want everyone to play it. Until this moment, I've been doing a tirade for the past 40 minutes about how unbelievably bad this game is. And I had no idea that I hadn't even scratched the surface of what a god-awful game this is. I assumed... Now, I had been whining, and I'll call it whining. It was whining. I don't have some illusion that I'm not just a complainer. Right? I had been doing some whining about the fact that it would take me 14 levels of replaying the game to get enough dollars, or space bucks, if you will, to pay for one extra set of 5 more moves, which are useless to try and finish a level anyway, but at least it's something. And now I just found out that the game doesn't let you replay levels. So you literally can't go back and grind resources to help you through the harder levels. Like, this isn't just a bad premium game, it was a terrible free-to-play game. Oh. We did, Marissa. We found the worst game. Like, When I started the project of this channel, it never occurred to me that one day we would find the worst game ever. But we did it. We found the worst game ever. Okay. Okay, so let's just do it. Yeah, this is the worst game. Like, I can't explain it. I don't understand it. Like, the idea that this happened is baffling to me. But yeah, it's as if they were going out of their way to say, how can we make a worse free-to-play game than anyone has ever made? And then after it failed as a free-to-play game, they're like, what if it was a somehow even worse premium game? What if that? I was trying to save that game, although that one's on me. I didn't pay attention to my layout. Oh, God, yeah. I had to do that years ago, WonderGirl, when I was cleaning out my mother's house. You know, she only has limited space, so we have to clean it out. And it's like, for years, I was not willing to get rid of all of my old school stuff. And then at a certain point, I'm like, I don't need this school stuff. Come on. Okay. No, that was a mistake. But wait. We've almost destroyed a mirror. If I could somehow pull off getting a dagger shooting downwards, I could destroy that mirror. It could happen. I just don't think I can do it. Note that it didn't destroy the wax. Like, that doesn't destroy waxy buildup for some reason. And I don't know why. Oh, because everything about this game is crude and inept. Right! It's not just one or two things. It's literally everything. Literally every part of it. Like, every decision the developers made is the worst decision a developer could make. How? Let me repeat myself. How? No, I'm trying to destroy the mirrors by matches. Nope. Didn't do it. Oh, it happened. It happened, everybody. You all saw it. I managed it. We finally did it. We destroyed a mirror. Mission accomplished. Damn, WonderGirl. That would have saved me a lot of trouble, yes. But I just want to point out that I now, after all of that, finally managed to destroy a mirror. And upon destroying that mirror, I was left with the knowledge, oh, you can still beat the game, you just have to get 2 more SD cards to the bottom in 7 moves. You might be wondering, how is that possible? It's not. Can't be done. Literally can't be done. There are so many ways you could fix this game. There's not just 1 or 2. There are a nearly infinite ways to fix this game, and what fascinates me so much about it is that developers went so far down the path of making a terrible game. They made every wrong decision someone could possibly make in crafting their video game. I'm not an expert on game design, but I've played a ton of Match 3 games. And I have never played one. I played a Disney-produced Frozen game, which I refer to as like an evil tool that Disney made to rob children of their money. It was a free-to-play game, obviously. And even that wasn't as bad as this. And again, that was specifically designed to exploit children who love Frozen. And it wasn't as bad as this game. How am I ever supposed to move this out of there? So, now we're going to use our last bit of dollar. We're going to lose our last 700. I don't even know what the hands do because we're not far enough in the game. Seriously, what do the hands do? It's like, here, have the hands and a siren. Great. What do the hands do? Where are they? What was the point of any of this? In the history of casual games. And when you use that, it doesn't even destroy the... Like, maybe it destroys the mirror. I certainly didn't see it do that, but it doesn't destroy the wax. So what's the point of ever using that ability on this level? Oh. This is as low as it gets. There is nothing worse than this game, and there are no developers with developers. And I want to point out, I'm out of money. Do you know what that means? Oh, no, I knew what you meant, Wonder Girl. I did. But, yeah. And I want to point out, you can't... So, now I'm out of money. The game gave you $3,000 to start with, to make you think you had a lot of money, and then trick you into buying more. But because there's no way to buy more coins in the game, and I can't replay... Like, this level, full stop, cannot be beaten without cheats and extents, and extending your playtime, right? But I can't buy to extend my playtime anymore. So, full stop, beginning, middle, and end, the conversation is over. This game can't be beaten. I know it seemed like I was dealing in hyperbole when I announced at starting this that I had found the worst Match 3 game ever made. But I would like to believe that I have proven ample evidence via the medium of this playthrough that I am in fact right about that. And this is the worst of the worst of the worst. Alright, I gotta get my emotions under control. And I gotta go write previews of, what's that thing called? World War Z and Far Cry 6. So I got plenty of stuff to do tonight. I don't need to be here for this. I needed to share this with people because it was driving me insane. And I needed someone to tell me that I wasn't crazy and this was the worst. And now, I've got that, so thank you kindly. I appreciate it the most. I've been the Hidden Object Guru. Thanks for coming on this journey with me. If you had a good time and you'd like to see more, there's buttons for that coming up. Questions, suggestions, related whatnots, go in the comment section below the video. I will see you back here for more new and upcoming games, but until then, I'll say that's right. Au revoir. It's a literal nightmare game, Wonder Girl. A literal nightmare game. Anyway, I'm going to go check on my lady who's in bed with a headache. Then I'm going to be back for a writing stream over on Twitch. So, Wonder Girl, if you're up late and you want to hang, I'm going to be over on Twitch. GC Danny. Easy enough to find. It's down in the comment section, the description of all my videos. So if you still want to hang, just follow me over onto Twitch. It'll be a champagne jam. I'm going to be writing a couple of previews, then I'm going to do some voice recording, and then I will call it a night. So, I'm not crazy. Thank you, Marissa. It really is the worst, isn't it? There is no excuse. I'm calling the video, I have found the worst Match 3 game ever made. Alright, see y'all soon. There we go. Oh, look at that. It doesn't mean a thing. Seriously, though, I'll see you back here for more. Oh, no, she will. Don't worry. I'll see you back here tomorrow for another regular stream. Be sure to, research who's on the plushie cam. But until then, I'm going to say that's right.